Shapeshifters have been popular in fiction for centuries, and comic books are no exception. We've seen Mystique on the big screen in almost every X film, and while Morph is a lesser known character, he stole the hearts of X fans from episode 1.
If it makes you feel any better, Gambit, I go in like this, huh?
With Morph returning to the screen in a more prominent role, it begs the question, which one's better? For one thing, the two share many similarities. They can both change their appearance and their voices. They also shapeshift part of themselves into clothes, which means they're both always naked. Mystique is one of Marvel's most famous shapeshifters, being able to copy a person's appearance, voice, and even retinas within a split second. She's also very long-lived, since she's been around since at least the 19th century, where she was going around solving crimes as Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, that's no joke. She's also an excellent fighter and spy. Initially, she could only change her appearance. In X-Men Forever issue 6, Mystique is exposed to a rare form of radiation which results in a power boost. Oh, and her appearance is changed to look more reptilian. I'm sure this had nothing to do with the X-Men film that came out the year before. In Wolverine issue 300, Mystique is resurrected by mystic Japanese ninja clan, the Hand, which results in another power boost, this time enabling her to shapeshift far beyond her normal limits, being able to copy entire traits of individuals to the point she could fool Wolverine's sense of smell. It is explicitly stated, however, that she can't duplicate the X gene, thus can't copy powers. Her abilities are also still limited to mass. If she morphs into something smaller, like in Mystique issue 1, she'll be heavy. If she morphs into someone larger than herself, she'll be weaker. She's also demonstrated the ability to produce extra limbs and a face at the back of her head for better vision in Mystique issue 5, but she's also stated that holding this form puts her under considerable strain. The nature of her powers also prevents telepaths, even one as powerful as Charles Xavier, from reading her thoughts. Once again, a neat addition to her occupation as spy. Mystique has spent a lot of time studying her own physiology to the point that she can easily move vital organs around when attacked. And then there's Morph. While lesser known, he's quite formidable. When the X-Men animated series came out in 1992, hot on the heels of the massively popular comic book series, the lovable goofball Morph stole the hearts of fans everywhere. He was based on Changeling, a character who perished early on in the comics. We saw more of the character in the 1995 X-Books crossover, Age of Apocalypse, an event where he could showcase this power a lot more. It's here that we learn the scope of Morph's abilities, as he's impersonated other characters right down to their voices. While Mystique has been able to change her mass due to upgrades, it's still limited. This has never been a problem for Morph, who in the Age of Apocalypse universe transformed into a sperm whale, not only in appearance, but in physiology as well, as like the biblical Jonah, he carried several teammates in his massive mouth. You may remember Morph turning into Angel in X-Men 97 and scooping up a falling teammate. That's because in the comics, he possesses the ability to psionically fly. He's also able to mimic the physical attributes of a character, such as turning his arms into things with the strength to go with it. While Mystique could copy physical attributes, like Angel's wings, they would not allow her to fly. Morph's abilities also mean he has no natural scent, which frustrates mutants like Wolverine and Sabretooth. While Mystique is currently able to mask her scent in the comics, she needed upgrades to her powers to do it. It should be noted, however, that animated Morph might not possess these abilities to the same level. After all, in the original X-Men animated series, when he was trying to impersonate Professor X, Wolverine got wise to the trick when he smelled Morph.
It can't be. But I can smell him. Morph's here. What do you know? I'm cured.
So, if we're talking scope of abilities, Morph has Mystique outclassed. But if you're asking who'd win in a fight, that's a different matter altogether. As stated before, Mystique has decades of extensive experience. During her long life, she's become a skilled hand-to-hand combatant, something Morph failed to polish up on since he's always relied on powerful transformations. Mystique could easily find a way to fight Morph hand-to-hand, use her skills to counter his transformations, like become as flat as a millimeter if he tries to slam down on her at the size of a whale, use slashing weapons to injure him when he's using his agility. Her skill is also a factor when she moves around vital organs in order to avoid fatal injury, making it very hard to do any critical damage. It's an interesting pairing for sure, with almost no limit as to where these two could take it. While Morph definitely has the greater scope in terms of mass, maneuverability, and environmental advantage, Mystique proves that who's stronger doesn't necessarily mean they'd always win. Here's a fun fact though, we've never seen the both of them together. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.